going to show y'all 5 mistakes that a lot of producers make every day that keep you from getting placements and from making good beats. I'm also going to show ways how to fix those mistakes to make your beats go from this to this. Making beats is more than just placing down notes until it sounds good. Bounce and making a mix of your beat actually sound good comes into play as well. At the end of this video, I will also show a FLP from one of my viewers and show some mistakes that are in those FLPs as well. Mistake number 1, your mixing and sound selection is terrible. Like, you want to actually learn how to mix and how to actually have good sound selection. Alright, so I have 2 FLPs right here. One is not mixed and has bad sound selection. The other one does have good sound selection and is mixed. I want y'all to tell me how big of a difference it is. By the way, these FLPs have the exact same patterns and some sounds are even the same. This one has good sound selection and is actually mixed. The difference is pretty big between those 2 FLPs, isn't it? This is why, like, use like the appropriate kick for the type of beat that you're doing. Also, if you're starting, the first thing you want to do, in my opinion, is while you're producing, while you're making a beat, follow a mixing tutorial while you're doing the beat, because the mixing tutorial is really gonna help you and your beats will sound way better. It's a process to learn how to mix, but it's one of the most important parts of learning how to make beats, because a good beat will still be bad with bad mixing. Mistake number 2, using the same sounds over and over again. I always hear people complain about beat block. 90% of the time, you drag in the same sounds and then change like one thing up in the pattern that's different from the last beat you just did. But you need to experiment with different sounds to actually see improvement in your beats, because this will lead to experimenting, which makes you come up with crazy bounce and other stuff like that. Mistake number 3, doing way too much in your arrangement. Sometimes I listen to beats and there's mad risers, mad fills, and other stuff like that. To realize that before your beats get used by the rapper or engineer has hold of it. Rapper will probably ask the engineer, like, cut the beat out right there. That engineer will do it, but if the beat already has match stuff going on with it, the engineer can't really do nothing with it. Neither can the rapper decide himself when he wants to emphasize his vocals by stopping the beat, because there's so many chops, so many fills. This one is important, bro. Beat is doing way too much. Like, you've probably heard this tip a whole lot of times, but everybody still be doing it. They be making a beat, putting on 1200 perks or something, bro. Like, chill out. The more perks does not equal more bounce. And also, if you fill up your beat, then the rapper has no space for his vocals. This does not only apply to the drums. If you're doing way too much on the melody as well, then you will still leave no space left on the rapper. Mistake number 5, not making use of social media enough. I know this is gonna sound obvious, but if you want to get placements, like, you actually gotta post your beats, bro. Like, if you're watching this video right now and you do not have a YouTube, Discord, and Instagram account for your beats, create those right now, bro. And I'm gonna explain how to actually get placement with them. I'm just gonna go over really quick though, because this goes way deeper than it seems on surface. So on YouTube, you want to be consistent, upload every day or every other day. Just have a consistent schedule. Most important thing about this is, do you want to stick to one genre on your YouTube channel? This is very important, because some producers be uploading a freaking Jersey beat, then I don't know, jazz beat the next day, bro. Nah, just no, bro. Like, you have to stick to one category for your YouTube to actually go up. Of course, you will not see progress at all in just a couple months when you're doing this. You gotta stay consistent for maybe even a couple years before you actually start seeing numbers on your type beat channel. But there's faster methods to actually get placement. Join any producer Discord you can, and you want to be active in a couple of them. being in producer Discord is mad important because you can connect with other producers that might have connects with other rappers, and if you send them loops or projects or anything, they're gonna make a beat with you. They will send those beats out to the connects they have, which is a way to get placements with rappers. Also, if you're working with other producers, you will start to learn more things. Now, Instagram is probably the most important of all of these. This is how you can get your own connect with rappers. What I want you to do on Instagram is post reels of your beats, and on your main post some beats as well. What you want to do with your Instagram account the most is go, for example, to your favorite rappers followings, keep finding new small artists and DM all of them. DM as many artists as you can. Ask for their email or number. Once you get that, send beats to them consistently. I'm talking about maybe every week, every 3 days. You want to do this a whole lot with a whole lot of rappers until you have mad emails and mad numbers. Then send mad beats to them so you can get mad placements. This is actually how I got one of my placements, which is sitting at 1 million views right now. So I basically just DM'd the engineer on Instagram. I got his email and I kept sending beats, and that's how I got this placement. So those are the top 5 mistakes that producers make every day that keep them from getting placements. Now I'm going to show y'all a FLP that a viewer sent me, and I'm gonna try and fix it up and see what other mistakes I can find in here and what mistakes I can point out. Bro, golly, bro, how many plugins do you need, bro? Like I said before, bro, mixing is not this deep. I do not think you need all this for good mixing, bro. Y'all are curious how I'm doing some of these shortcuts or stuff like that. Go check out my last video. I explain a lot of like basic of FL on how to do stuff. As I've also explained about my last video, I'm trying to keep the melody between 15 and 12 on the mixer. Also, make sure you turn down the time knob on some sounds, because sometimes when you drag in the sound, it might have the time knob and that will really mess with the sound. Alright, so right now I'm done with the FLP. The only things that I really had to change for the most part was the patterns of most of the sounds, because they were pretty bad. The sound selection was decent already. Really was just the patterns for the most part. Yeah, also the snap was doing way too much. Like, as you can see, that brings me back to like mistake number 4, like doing way too much. Like, the snap did not have to do that much. You just had to keep it simple.
You know it come different. I'm hitting it right on top, like once you come, let's switch positions. I told you I'm off for you, baby, but you still don't wanna listen. I'm giving you game, I'm telling you start your bad, no bad decisions. I'm in LV, what the fuck, I'm here.